And this is Mr. Mark Wojac.
Yes. My name is Mark Wojac. I've got two children in the Livonia Public Schools. I actually do want to, one thing I've never done yet is compliment you on the bus service that my kids, I fought it all along before the legacy. But my kids love the bus and they don't argue with the bus. So in the morning, if you're getting on edge with the kids or whatever, they never have an argument with the bus. So I have to commend you on that. I fought it all the way, but I got to say that I actually love the buses. So I commend you on that. I also did want to bring up, we did have a Hull meeting, residents, probably about 200 residents of the old Hull school that's been idle for about 3 years. Basically going over some options, whether we should keep the school for a possible school, providing that the enrollment goes up. We have had a record birth rate, this 2007. So in a few more years, we're going to have a lot of kids coming into kindergarten. They mentioned that it might cost $200,000 to tear down the school and create green space. I'm not sure, what the ultimate purpose is. My guess is that the green space will eventually become something else, maybe new housing or something of that nature. No one mentioned that Hull is actually one of the newest schools that have been built in Livonia. Not that it is new, but it is actually one of the newer schools. So it may be one of the preferred schools as far as being able to draw a little more time out of the school. There's also have been no mentions as to the cost of building a brand new school. So we're talking about it might cost us $200,000, maybe $300,000 to rip down the school. Or we can keep it idle, maybe pay $30,000 a year in operating costs just to keep it in waiting. But if we were to build a brand new school, I don't know if we're looking at now a $10 million plan. So, those are some of the things, and also the fact that this meeting was, I guess, just past 3 years roughly since Hull is closed, and that it may have to get upgraded for codes. Well, why did we wait for 3 years to sort of put us in like the back seat where we may have to put extra money into this? Also, a comment on the Cooper property. Proposing putting a soccer dome there, and if I'm correct, I realize we have a soccer area at Bryant School, which we wouldn't have to put $1.8 million to throw up an empty dome. I think we could do it a lot cheaper that way. I realize that there's the $800,000 grant money that would be lost if we didn't do something with it. Of course, that was money we had for about 10 years to do something with. But at the same time, there's still another $1 million coming out of our building fund, which I'm not sure if it really qualifies as a building. It seems like it's more of like a environmental cleanup. Also, breeze management. Breeze management is essentially an empty shell. It's an empty soccer dome is what it is. The person who is in charge of, or is the president of breeze management, his name is Wojac Hermes, also known as Tony. I'm sure he's a great guy. I guess he played on the Iraqi-American Soccer League. But this is the $1.8 million guy. I tried to do a Google search on him. I found nothing under Wojac. I found some terrorist organizations under Hermes, but it probably are not related. So I really don't know. I realize the $800,000 had to have been spent or we'd lose it. But I just think that maybe we could have spent that somewhere else. Maybe we could take that soccer dome, throw it up on the Bryant property, and then we'd have $1 million to repair our buildings instead of tearing them down. So thanks for your time.